In this video I'm going to show you how to create the custom meta boxes and custom fields without any extra plugin, for example without advanced custom fields or pods or toolset. We're going to output those fields on the WooCommerce product pages, like the one you see on the screen right now. We're going to output them on front end. Also we're going to take a look at how to add them on the post pages like this one and output them here or on archive pages. It's gonna be a fun ride. It's not so difficult, so if you're interested, then jump in. Now, in order to create a custom fields or meta boxes, usually users tend to use some kind of plugins, for example pods or ACF or toolset. We're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna come to the site that is wpskills.com. And now scroll a bit down and take a look at the MetaBox generator here. It's a free tool that we're going to use today. But before we do that, I'm gonna log in. If you don't have an account already, then sign up, but I'm gonna log in because I already have an account here. Why is that important? It's because it allows you to save all the things you do to your account. And as you see, there are a bunch of free tools you can use. MetaBox generator, admin notice generator, custom post type generator, menu generator, taxonomy generator, and so on. And all those tools are free to use. So let's start with a MetaBox generator here. I'm going to give it a title, for example, product and post fields. I'm not going to add any description or text domain. Context is normal, priority default. Post types, I'm gonna disable page. I'm gonna add posts. And since I'm using the WooCommerce, I'm gonna add product here. I'm gonna type in product and press enter. And as you see, all the modification you do, they will be shown down below here. Now let's add some fields here. Field type text field, label, for example, name. I'm gonna add the ID, some text. As you see, it outputs here. I'm gonna need it later. Next, let's add another field. This time it's gonna be a radio field. Some radio as a ID. And now options. Yes, no, maybe. And once again, those are added here already. Now I'm gonna add a select field, label name, some selection, but you can add whatever it is, ID, and options 10, 20, 30. Probably you already get the picture here, yeah? Therefore, let's add the last one, and this time I'm gonna choose a number field. Some number. And ID also. Now I can grab the code or I can save it. Let's save it first. My first fields, for example, is gonna be the snippet name, save, and where you can find it, it's under your snippets here. As you see, my first fields, I can open it up and grab the code here. So let's copy it. It says copied. And now I'm gonna go to my site, and there you have two options. First option is you can add it to the theme file editor, use the child theme for it, open up your functions PHP file and paste it here. I'm not gonna do that because I need those meta fields even after I deactivate the theme. Therefore, I'm gonna go to the plugins, add new. Now search for code snippets plugin. This one here. Install and activate it, and now you'll see a snippets menu on the left. Click on add new and paste the code here. Give it a title, for example, custom fields. And as you see, they will appear for posts and products. Run snippet everywhere, save changes and activate. And now let's take a look at the products. We have a product here called demo product. I'm gonna open it up. And here are my fields. this is my name, selection no, some selection 30, and some random number, for example 999. Let's update it and let's see whether it works for the posts also. So all posts, I'm gonna open up the first random post here, and the same meta boxes with fields are here. I'm gonna add the name, Jack London, for example. Select maybe 20 and 666 as a number. Update and done. But now there is a question. How can you display those fields on front end? Well, I'm gonna show you 3 different ways how to do that. And the first way to output all the content from the custom fields is by adding another code snippet. So let's go to the snippets, add new, give it a title, and paste this snippet here. Couple of explanations for you. So what do we have here? We have label IDs, some number, some select, some radio, and some text. Some text, I don't have a text area here. I'm gonna comment it out. I don't have a checkbox. I don't have a number field. I don't have date field. And I don't have URL field. So some text, some radio, some select, and some number. Pay attention that if you use any other ID, then you should change this one here and this one here for every field. For example, if this ID is my name and this is a text field, then I should change this one here to my name and this one here to my name. If you have more than one text field, then just grab the code, paste it here, and change the ID number here and here. So first part is done. Now the second part. We're gonna output those fields on our WooCommerce product page. And in order to do that, we need to know the WooCommerce hooks. If you don't know what are the hooks, then here's a way for you to find it out. Just go to Google and Google for Business Bloomer single product hook, and there is a WooCommerce visual hook guide single product page. So let's imagine that I would like to output those fields somewhere in the single product summary area. So I'm gonna grab this one here and paste it here. This one here is a priority that allows you to lower or set the output higher. Another way, if you're using the theme I'm using, and this is a Blocksy Pro theme, then there is a hooks location here. I'm gonna open up the hooks location and I can grab whatever hook I like. What did we do already? We added a position. Let's delete those here. For fields, we're using text, radio, select, and number. And this is the output for all the fields I have. I'm gonna delete URL, date, phone fields here. There is a number, select, radio. I don't have a checkbox, and text area, but I have a text field. And once again, take a look at these parts here. Some text, that is our ID, and here. Some radio and radio here. Some select and select ID here. Some number and some number here. This is for the single product page. And now I'm gonna add the same to the archive pages. I'm gonna output the number field, radio field. I don't have a checkbox field. I'm gonna leave it empty like this. So number field, radio field, I'm gonna delete the checkbox field. Where can I get the correct hook? I'm gonna search for Business Bloomer, category, product hook. And there is a hook guide, archive shop pages. Let's imagine that I would like to output it below the price or product title, then I'm gonna grab this one here. Or I can once again open up my Blocksy team, go to the shop page, take a look at the hooks location, and there you go. I'm gonna grab this one here, paste it here, or I'm gonna leave it as it is. Now let's see whether it worked. Only run on site front end, save changes and activate, and we have a demo product, as you see, 999, and no are the values. Let's test some number, 999, and radio was no. Let's open up the product itself, and there you go. This is my name, no, 30, and 999. Now you probably wonder, what is the styling here? Well, take a look. I added a class WooCommerce message here, WooCommerce error class, WooCommerce error for this one, and WooCommerce message for this one. If you like, you can customize it as it is, remove the classes or add your own classes here. For example, if I would like to customize this text here, I'm gonna add a class, my class, save changes, let's refresh. As you see, this is my name, has no styling. I'm gonna go to the customizer, open up additional CSS, and let's customize it a bit. So, my class, background, red, margin, bottom, 1 EM, padding, 20 pixels, border radius, 50 pixels, color, white, font weight, bold, and so on. So you get the picture, I guess. Publish, close the customizer, and boom. The same way I can use my blog page, open up the hooks by clicking on show team hooks, and I can output it here, or open up single post page and output wherever I want. And this is the first way you can output the values from the custom fields. Now let's take a look at the two other options. Now I'm gonna deactivate these custom fields on front end so it won't confuse us later. Now, as I said, I have a Blocksy Pro theme configured here. And Blocksy Pro theme has a nifty feature called Post Types Extra. If you go to the extensions, open up the Pro extension, there is a Post Types Extra extension. Take a look whether it's activated. If it's not, then activate it. If you don't know what is a Blocksy theme, then it's one of the best themes out there. I use it all the time. If you're interested, then take a look at the description of this video. There is a 10% discount for you. Now I have it installed. Therefore, I'm gonna go to the appearance, customize. I'm gonna go to the blog. Pay attention that it won't work with a WooCommerce. It works only for the blogs, blog posts, pages, or custom post types. If I open up the blog posts and card options, as you see, there is no custom field here and also not here. Therefore, you need to go to the snippets, add new, give it a title, for example, Blocksy fields, and paste this snippet here. Couple of things for you to point out. First, here goes a label ID once again, as you remember, some radio, some select, and so on. Those are the fields I want to output. Here goes ID, and here is the name you would like to output on front end as a label. If this is done, then save changes and activate, run snippet everywhere. Now if I refresh the customizer, go to the blog posts, card options, as you see I have a custom field here. Name, number, your options, your selection, those here. Selection, options, number, name. So let's give it a go. I'm gonna open up the blog posts. Name, as you see, Jack London here. After whatever it is, I can output a label, name here. Name, Jack London. Now let's deactivate this one and open up the post meta here. As you see, there is a custom field. Once again, I can show here, for example, number or radio, whatever it is, or I can deactivate this one here. I can rearrange it as I like. For example, if I activate the custom field here, this name Jack London appears down below. I can drag it here below the title. And this way I can add the information to the posts or custom post types. Now let's take a look at the single post page. Go back and once again go back. Open up the single posts. Now there is a post title option here. Open it up and as you see there is a custom field. In a similar way I can add the name here. I can duplicate and output a number next with the label, or I can add the information to the post meta here. Custom field, name, as you see name Jack London. Maybe I would like to drag it here, clone the item, drag it here and output the number. And this way I can output all the fields here. I'm gonna publish it, close the customizer down. And now let's take a look at the third option, because maybe you don't have a Blocksy theme yet, although I would suggest you to purchase it. But if you don't have it, then we have a third option, and this means, and we're gonna go to the plugins, add new, and we're gonna add a plugin called Kadence Blocks. This one here, install and activate it. But word of caution though, the free version doesn't allow you to do that. Therefore, you need also pro version for it. Go to the kadencewp.com Kadence Blocks Pro version and you can grab it here. The link to the plugin is in the description of this video. Also, there is a 10% discount coupon code for you. So purchase it and next upload and install it like I do right now. If this is done, then there are a bunch of options for you how you can use it. For example, if I go to the posts, I'm gonna open up this random post here. I already filled the fields. Now let's take a look how to use it with the Kadence Blocks. I'm gonna add a row. It comes from the Kadence Blocks. I'm gonna choose 4-column layout. And let's imagine that I would like to add a heading here. I'm gonna choose advanced text. I'm gonna just type name here. Now I'm gonna select the text and take a look. There is a dynamic content here. Click on it. Now scroll down and choose post custom field. Select. What do we have here? I have a text field name. Under the advanced there is a fallback content. For example, if there is no information, then I'm gonna show the NA. Add dynamic content. Jack London. This comes from this post here. Now I'm gonna add another one. This was number. I'm gonna select it, choose post custom fields. I'm gonna choose number, NA as a fallback content, add dynamic content, done. Next one for the radio. Custom field and radio NA and boom, done. Last one, advanced text, selection, dynamic field, custom field, selection, NA and done. Now I can customize all the fields as I like. For example, text color, red for this one, size 16 pixels. Under the advanced options, bold, align center. Now I'm gonna copy styles and paste styles for all the fields here. Paste styles. Update it, and now let's take a look at the post. And there you go. Now what you can do is just select the row layout, add to reusable blocks, save, update. Let's go to the next post. Another post. Let's add some random information here. James Bond. Yes. 30 and 007. Now let's add a reusable block called custom field. Update. View post. And once again, there you go. This is one way to use it. The other way is, for example, if I'm using the Blocksy theme, it has a nifty feature called content blocks. Kadence theme has a similar feature called elements. So let's add a content block, for example, custom fields output, create content block. I'm gonna choose my custom fields reusable block here. And now I'm gonna open up the Blocksy settings, location. I'm gonna display it for the WooCommerce single products. So before single product, I'm gonna output it after single product excerpt. Now conditions, I'm gonna choose WooCommerce single product. Update. Let's see whether it works. Shop. We had a demo product here. And boom, there it is. With a couple of clicks, it works for every product that has this information. If I open up the logo collection, as you see, it shows NA that I added as a fallback information. I can edit the product, add the information, like this one here. Update, view product, and the information is here. Whatever the information it is, I can customize the info here. For example, name, number as a label. For example, I customized this layout a bit. I added the borders and so on. And now it looks like this one here. Not too bad for a couple of minutes of work, isn't it? Previously, I have made a full tutorial on how to create a real estate site with a custom post types and custom fields, and how to create a filter like this one here, and how to output all the information from the custom fields and taxonomies on archive pages and on a single property page. So if you're interested, then take a look at the video you see on the screen right now, because this contains the information I just showed you. Now, if you like the video, then press thumbs up. And if you have any questions, then let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, take care.